Welcome back to Body Beautiful, our special on chiropractic care. Joining us now is Dr. Anita Haque. Chiropractic, I mean, obviously to have a beautiful spine, to have a great posture, you know, creates well-being, and it looks good.
Definitely.
My mother always told me to sit up straight. You concentrate, however, on the foot and on the knee, and how can something that small really affect your full body?
Well, the feet really are the foundation to your body. So a lot of times people ignore those aches and pains in their foot and their knee until it starts going right up into their back. So when you walk, or for example, a person who likes to run and exercise and do activities, they might start to have a little bit of pain in their foot, and over time it'll transcend up to their knee, affect their hip, and then it goes all the way up into their spine. That's when they start to have the back pain and they're aching all the time. And
so that back pain can literally have its original source in your foot.
Absolutely.
For those of us who like to wear pretty shoes, aka painful, torturous shoes.
Stilettos.
Exactly. Are you seeing a lot more women coming in because certainly the shoes are getting higher and higher?
Definitely. I have a lot of women who also complain about plantar fasciitis. That's kind of a diagnosis they've been given by their medical doctor, for example. And what plantar fasciitis really means is because they are wearing those high heels or uncomfortable shoes, fashion before comfort, of course, when they're younger, it starts to put improper impact on the joints of their ankle. And then once their ankle is affected, now their knee's not moving properly. Then they start to get a little soreness in their knee. They kind of ignore it. A lot of times we adapt to our aches and pains. And then they start feeling something kind of funny in their hip or lower back, and they're wondering, why am I having this sciatica pain? Or why is my back hurting? I didn't do anything to my back. So if you don't...
So you're going to blame it on your Jimmy Choos.
You got it. Exactly.
Okay, so how do you correct that? Do you, I mean, without throwing away the gorgeous shoes?
Well, you know what? You still can wear gorgeous. Everything, you know, moderation is key. Obviously, you don't want to go dancing for hours in those kinds of shoes. But how we really correct it is, first and foremost, we've got to find out where it's coming from. So the most important thing is asking the patient questions. You know, really, what did you used to do before? What kind of sports did you play? What kind of shoes did you wear? What kind of things happened to you that you thought were trivial when you were growing up that may have caused some of these injuries in your foot? Were you a runner before, you know?
Well, a lot of people will complain that, you know, they were feeling fine one moment and they just hopped out of bed and all of a sudden they can't move.
Exactly.
So you can't always trace the problem to the immediate cause.
You're absolutely right. So usually that's the last straw on the camel's back. So usually the history of a patient is kind of the most important thing, asking the right questions. So once we find out, you know, what's been going on and maybe where it's coming from, doing a focused examination on that patient is critical.
Do you treat a lot of weekend warriors, people who are couch potatoes during, you know, 6 days out of the week, and then on Sunday they decide to go play football with the fellas?
All the time. And they come in on Monday morning saying, God, Doc, I don't know what I did. My back is killing me. You know, and we ask them, hey, what'd you do? Well, yeah, I try to play, you know, football with my buddies. You know,
30 pounds overweight.
Exactly.
You don't exercise at all.
I used to do it in college or in high school. Well, that was, you know, 30 years ago. So your body's not going to react the same way. So how we really treat those areas is most important is without drugs and surgery, which is kind of key in chiropractic, is we find the area where the joint's not working properly. We make sure the alignment's correct. Very gently and safely we can kind of manipulate those joints into the proper alignment, and then we mobilize those joints effectively and safely so that they can have more quality of life, start doing the activities maybe they stopped doing because it hurts.
So now, not all chiropractors are made alike. I mean, you specialize in this particular area.
Correct.
Just really briefly, why? Why do you think that's so important?
I think that, you know, the spine, of course, is key, but if you don't address things that lead up to the spine, I really focus on correction versus just pain relief. So I found that my results are more successful with patients when we started dealing with, you know, wrists, elbows, shoulders, which might affect the neck.
I learned quite a bit. Thank you very much,
Thank you for having
Dr. Anita
me.
Haque.
Thank you very much.